Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ace, and I'm back with another reaction video. Here we go. Alright, so we are continuing my journey down into the rabbit hole of Queen material. We are now up to track number 3 on Queen 2 from 1974. This song is called Someday, One Day. Now, apparently Brian not only wrote it, but he also sang it. So yeah, I am looking forward to hearing what this is going to be about. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Starts with Brian's picture. This is the song. All right, let's pause for a minute. So the song has a really cool guitar intro. Of course it would, because it's Brian. I also like how the drums kick off. The vibe of this seems very, I want to say it feels like almost like 60s psychedelic-ish, sort of. So yeah, this is interesting so far. So let's keep on going.
Pages turn and hold us in between. A misty castle waits for you, and you shall be a queen. Today the cloud it hangs over us, and all is gray, but
All right, someday, one day. Let me get into what I think the song is about first. So, in general, the song seems to be a down to earth tale about romantic yearning and love lost. However, I'm thinking that there may be a subtext here, and it could be about Brian himself and also the band. You know, the clouds hanging over them could be a reference to Queen, how at the time they were still on a climb and having aspirations of making it big someday, one day. So, someday, one day, as the title suggests, is also quite a wistful track, you know, mixing bright ideas of youth and sort of a murky adult confusion. It also has a very simple rhythm hook, a somewhat longing vocal part, and shares a lot of ideas with the previous two tracks, carrying the mood of sort of like a unrequited love with, you know, which was heard on White Queen, while the lyrics are a bit more, I want to say, they're a bit more obscure yet understatedly poetic. Musically, the song has a nice atmospheric arrangement with a simple structure. It's like a semi-prog track with chilled folky acoustic playing and a conspicuous psychedelic edge. You know, the swirling, jangling guitars and ascending hook makes it come off almost like a sonic sequel to The Night Comes Down. And with the pensive, folky ambiance, it also, I think, can be seen as like a prequel to 39. The acoustic guitars dominate while another varying mix of electrified guitars punctuate through the middle to the end. The overlay guitars were nice, particularly the final guitar solo. I really enjoyed the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar and how they both seem to have unrelated tasks, yet both are simultaneously at play to help construct the song. Ultimately, the guitars work more like a percussion instrument than a tool to guide the melody or the harmonies. Roger's drums really add to the interludes, and the ongoing cymbal play coinciding with the drums I think was an interesting touch. So Brian's vocals are effective for this type of song. He has a really pleasant tone that fit the song perfectly. I also really enjoyed the harmonies in the second verse and during the refrain. I have to ask though, John, where is John? I can barely hear him. This is like another song where the bass seems to be playing Catch Me If You Can. So I would give the song a letter grade of a B. The first minute or so sounded a little odd and slightly underwhelming, but after the first hook, it really began to warm up and I became increasingly engrossed. Overall, it's a charming debut of Brian taking a lead as a vocalist. The absence of Freddie, I think, makes for a much tamer piece, although Brian's voice, I think, is a much better fit for this type of song. The result of it, I think, is really sort of a psychedelic folk, strange but interesting song. It's really a heartfelt construction, simple and intricate at the same time. So yeah, this is definitely a good song. I definitely think that this is playlist and iPod worthy, but how do you feel about it? How do you feel about Queen's Someday One Day? Leave me some comments, like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.